So deliveries are custom, so it means something different for each individual family, depending on family size, how often you cook at home. So you will get a plan that's completely custom designed for you and your lifestyle. It's one bulk delivery, and this is what it looks like. So rolled out on a monthly payment schedule, so fits in nicely with what you're already spending anyways. But before we get into what's in this freezer, let's talk about the outside of the freezer. So when you get your delivery, you're gonna have a couple cool things. So this right here, Messerstahl scissors. We keep this on the freezer because cutting packaging. So when you take things out of the freezer, things will be delivered to you in sheets of 2s, 3s, whatever stacks nicely and keeps it very organized. So even though you might order something by the piece, you'll notice it'll come in a sheet of 3 or 2. And if you want to take out a specific number, you just cut the perforation and be careful that you keep it in the perforation so you don't cut the seal, and because then when you throw it in the water, you'll get water inside the vacuum seal. Also, you're going to have 3 magnets on your freezer. The first one is going to be power outage. So if you do lose power, give us a call. The number is right here, so you don't have to go chasing it down. If you don't get your power back within 24 hours, we have some solutions. But number 1 rule, when the power's out, don't open the freezer. And these commercial units, if you don't open them, depending on how full it is, you're looking at 2 to 3 days before anything even starts to thaw, just because they're so well insulated. On the other side, defrost, food safety, just some basics, guidelines. If you're gonna thaw in the water, you get that 10-minute defrost, totally fine to do that. Fish is a little different. You are supposed to take that out of the package and thaw it in the fridge on a plate. If you didn't have time to do that, it's still okay to thaw the products in lukewarm water as long as you're going to cook them within 10 to 20 minutes of putting them in the water. Next thing that's going to be on your freezer is your rep's information. There's also a little QR code that you can scan for cooking instructions. So everything you need will be right on the front of your freezer, and we're accessible anytime. Awesome. Digital temperature display on the front, and all of our commercial units do have quick freeze, basically simulating a flash freeze option. So if you do freeze your own stuff, if you're hunter, fish, maybe you garden, whatever the reason is, or a lot of people, meal prep a ton and just throw it in the freezer and take it out that way.
Yep.
You can get the freezer down from 0 degrees all the way down to -15, between there and -30, and at that point, whatever you throw into the freezer is gonna rapid freeze, and that will actually help with accelerated defrost time, and it minimizes cellular structure damage, so the product will taste better when you thaw it out as well.